Hello everyone, it's Ruby here today. So I thought that I would do my TBR video for the month of June. May's video turned out fairly well. I actually read more books than what I had promised myself, so I thought that it would be kind of fun to do that again. And so I have two different kinds of books that I'll be reading this month, and I thought that I would just get right into it. Now the first set of books I requested off of NetGalley, and so I thought that I would just finish those off before I did any recreational reading. Fortunately, I don't have the covers for them. They're a digital copy and they're new enough that they don't actually have cover art on the ebooks, so sorry. But the first one is I Can Hear You Whisper by Lydia Denworth, and that is about the concept of language and of hearing. Lydia is a science journalist, and so she investigates sort of the way that we develop speech and how we understand speech according to the brain, and so she ends up interviewing and doing her own research on that. And I just read a couple of pages and it's already pretty interesting, so I'll let you guys know about that. The second one is The Neurological Patient in History. This one I don't know as much about. It is sort of about the concept of patients in psychological research, spanning a whole bunch of different kind of disorders. So in the blurb it talks about how sort of a neurological patient is constructed through culture and history and that sort of thing, and I thought that that was generally interesting because in sociology you learn about the role of the sick person or of the sick patient and sort of how they're supposed to act and how people act around them. So it's a whole big sort of construction of sort of how people act around each other and also how we view neurologically disordered people, I guess. The last one is Beyond IQ by Garth Sundem. This one I believe is more self-help, and it's about sort of unlocking your own IQ and sort of the different aspects of IQ that we think about, such as emotional intelligence and fluid intelligence and that sort of thing. I find that in general to be sort of interesting because I've met a lot of people who've been intelligent but not necessarily done well in school or might not even have finished school. And so I definitely have taken an interest into what we consider to be intelligent and how to make yourself more intelligent. So those are the three books that I for sure will be reading and I would like to finish by the end of the month. Now, I also wanted to do something that I had seen on Mother Effing Books that a lot of other people have done as well, and that is the Tbr Jar. Now, for anybody who's lived under a rock, such as me, who might not have known about this jar, it's where you write on strips of paper, like I've done, of all the books that you'd like to read, and you put them into a jar, and then you pull out a number of them each month, and then you, of course, read them. And this is a great way for anybody who has a lot of overwhelming amount of books who doesn't know where to start. Now, I have some books that I promised myself I'd read by the end of the summer, which I've put in the jar, but any books that I have bought recently in book hauls or that I found on my bookshelves, I'll be saving for later and putting into this jar once this becomes empty. So I will pull out two books from it. So let's just, this jar is really small. Didn't really anticipate this when okay. I'm picking out a fairly long one. The Science of Harry Potter. So all of my books seem to be about science this month. So I apologize to anybody who's not that nerdy, really. Maybe I'll pick a short one. Short title. It's not a short title. Oh. There, that's a short one. And this is Cat's Eye by Margaret Atwood. So there you have it. So I will be reading, and I'll of course be talking about and putting down below any extra information you would like to hear. So I'll be reading Beyond IQ, The Neurological Patient in History, and I Can Hear You Whisper, as well as The Science of Harry Potter and Cat's Eye. So, like always, I do videos Tuesdays and Fridays, so I'll be talking to you guys next Friday. I also have all of my social media down below: Instagram, Twitter, blogging, all that fun stuff. And comment down below, thumbs this up, subscribe, do what you'd like if you wanted to show your love, and I will be talking to you later. Goodbye.